Writing an official letter shouldn't be a Herculean task. Yes, many students find it difficult to write official letters, but I'm here to help. Here are easy steps or tips which could help you in writing an official letter and earning your grades in your exams. Come with me to the board. Let me show you. Now, writing official letters are letters that we write to professional bodies, right? Yes, we write it to offices, we write it to people in authorities, we write it to government facilities or government ministries, commissioners. We write it to companies. We write it to managers, hiring managers. Maybe as an applicant, you are seeking a job. You can write a letter to any company. Or as a student, you wish to write a letter to the principal, or you wish to write to Ministry of Education, or to anyone at all. As an individual, you can write an official letter. Here are the simple steps and the features of official letter writing. If you don't call it official letter writing, you call it formal letter writing or professional letter writing or even business letter writing. Now let's get to the board. Here, the first feature of official letter is address. Address. We have two addresses in formal letter. The first address is the writer's address. That is the sender, the person that is writing the letter. Address simply talks about your location, who you are representing. Who are you writing as? If you're writing on behalf of your company, the address should bear the company's address. If you're writing as a student, your address should be your school's address. If you are writing as an individual, your address should be your residential address. Or if you have a brand, it should be your brand address, right? So here is a sample of the address of a student in Government Technical College. Government Technical College. Where is it located? We'll talk about the town, Onitsha. Then the local government area, Onitsha North, local government area. Then the state. Now, if this letter is being addressed to someone living outside the state, we will include the nationality, that is Nigeria. Now, take a proper cognizance of the use of punctuation marks. The use of punctuation marks, very important. Now, in address writing, you can choose not to punctuate your address. In that way, there will be no punctuation at all from the beginning to the very last detail. You leave it blank, right? But if you choose to punctuate, which is more advisable, yes, which I advise students to always punctuate their works. It shows that you know what you are doing. Yes. So if you wish to punctuate your work, you make use of the comma. The comma runs in all the lines. The comma, Government Technical College, comma, Onitsha, Onitsha North, comma, Onitsha North Local Government Area, comma, then Anambra State, full stop. Now, you are advised not to make use of abbreviations or shortening of your words. Do not make use of abbreviations in your formal letter writing. You write your words in full. Yes. Instead of writing Onitsha North LGA, please write Onitsha North Local Government Area. And ensure that your letter writing is written, the writer's address is written at the top right hand corner. Now, this is your script, the paper you're using to write your exam, right? Now, at the right hand side, then the top of it, that is where your address should be written. And ensure it is written on a straight line. Address could be written on a straight line. It could as well be written slant. The structure will be slant, but we prefer in an examination always make use of the straight line address. It makes your work to be more arranged and professional as well. Then you punctuate your mark. You can use bold letters, that is bold capital letters in all your words in writing address. Bold letters. But you can as well make use of initial capitalization. That is what I used in this video, in which the first letter of each word would be in capital letter. The first letter of each word, the first letter should be capitalized. That is what initial capitalization. Then take proper cognizance of comma and full stop. Then after the writer's address, the next thing that follows it immediately without giving any extra space is the date. The date of the day in which the letter is being written. Assuming that today is 30th, 30th September 2026. Now, this is how I will write it. 30th. Take a look at my 30th. It is 30th. The TH is written on the same line with the rest of the words and not this way. It is wrong. Or if you wish to write first, maybe the day you're writing it is first. You write it this way. This is wrong. You write it first. Let the words be on the same line with all the words should be written on the same line. Let them all be. Don't write some details up and then some down. Okay. Now this is date. Now this is position. If we are talking about the position, first, second, third, another one, you can make use of this. But we're talking about date, so we use this pattern. Okay. Now you can write 30th September 2026. It is also correct to write September 30th or the 30th day of September 2026. First, you must punctuate it. There should be a separation of the day from the year. Okay, 30th September, comma, before the year. Now, after the writer's address and date, the next thing that follows it is your receiver's address. The receiver's address is the person that you are writing the letter to. Who are you writing the letter to? Maybe as a graduate, you are writing a letter seeking a job. You are seeking employment. So you are writing to the manager of the company. Or as a student, you've been asked to write a letter to the Ministry of Education. You're writing a letter to the Ministry of Education. Then this is the proper way to write it. You take cognizance of the person you're writing it to. Are you writing the letter to the secretary? Then it should be the secretary. If you're writing the letter to the principal, it should be the principal. If you're writing the letter to the commissioner, it should be the honorable commissioner. If the letter is addressed to the governor, it should be His Excellency. You make use of the people, the position the person is occupying. Then you find out the title meant for that person. You make use of the title of the office that you're writing the letter to. Okay. Now this is written to the Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Education. Where is it located? Oka. And where is Oka? Anambra State. Now it is punctuated as well, making use of what? Initial capitalization. Initial capitalization without capitalizing the minor parts of speech in them. Okay. Yes. So this is the proper way to write it. Now, after the address, the next feature that follows the address is the what? The salutation. The salutation. Now, how do you salute in a formal letter writing? Sometimes you may note the gender of the person you are addressing the letter to. If the person is a public office holder, you may know the gender. So you simply address the salutation to the person. If it's a female, you say, dear madam. So you have dear madam. And the word is madam, not madam. Yes. Dear madam, comma. Then if you are not sure of the gender of the person, if you are not sure whether it is a sir or a madam, you can use a slash, madam slash sir. In this way, the person would not be offended that you addressed, maybe is a woman and you addressed her as a sir, or is a man and you address him as a madam, the person wouldn't feel bad about it. So if you are not sure of the gender of the person you're writing the letter to, you can use dear sir slash madam. But if you're sure of the gender, maybe the governor, you already know that the governor is a male. So there will be no need of writing dear sir slash madam. Okay. Now this is dear madam, dear sir. You could as well, let's say dear madam is correct. Dear sir, comma. Ensure you continue with the use of initial capitalization. Initial capitalization. Now, some students make the mistake of writing the salutation from the center. Observing paragraph. Please do not observe your paragraphs yet. It is not yet time for paragraph. Now, after the salutation, the next feature that should follow immediately is your title. The title talks about why you are writing the letter. You need to be specific about what you want. Are you complaining? If you are laying a complaint, then let it reflect in your title, letter of complaint. If you are appreciating the governor or whoever you're writing it to, if it's an appreciation letter, let it appear in your title. If you are seeking a job, let it appear in your title. Now, your title is your aim of writing the letter. If you're seeking help, let it appear in your title. So it could be an appreciation letter. It could be an application letter. That means you are applying for a role. Yes. So it could be a letter of complaint. It could be anything at all, depending on your motive of writing the letter. Now that title should be written at the center of your spreadsheet, your worksheet, or your script should be at the center, not at the corner anymore. We are through with the corner. The right hand corner, the sender's address, the left hand corner, the receiver's address, the salutation as well. Now, the title should come at the center. It could be written in bold letters, that means capital letter. Example, maybe you are apologizing to me. Letter of apology. If you're writing it this way, there will be no need to underline or underscore. There should be no need to underline this word, this group of words. No, it is not acceptable anymore. If you wish to underline the title, then you should write it using the initial capitalization technique. That means the first letter of each word should be capitalized. Like this, letter of apology, underlined stroke. Letter of apology, underlined. Now you've presented the title of the letter because people in offices do not have all the time in the world. They don't have time to, they may not have time to read through the whole letter. So you need to make the title catchy and brief so that once the person sees the title, the person will know why you are writing the letter and be willing to listen to you. So this is the title. After the title follows what? The letter itself. Now, unlike informal letter writing, you in the informal letter writing, you can exchange pleasantries and ask about the person's health, the business, the family, and other things. But in a formal letter, that is official letter writing, please do not go about exchanging pleasantries. Do not go about asking the person how are your children, how is everything going, your business, your health. You do not have any business with that person. You do not have that relationship with the person. Even if the person is, you know the person informally, but because this is a formal letter writing, you must maintain professionalism in your use of words. Yes. So the first paragraph will start with your presentation of what you want. Do not go beating about the bush. And your words must Be polite. You choose your words. Letter of apology. I humbly wish to render my heartfelt or my sincere apology to you concerning the last incident that happened at the governor's lodge during the dinner party. This is the first paragraph. You've already said what you really want to talk about. And it shouldn't be lengthy. The official letters are not written in pages. No, they are just brief, straight to the point, and you conclude it. And each point should have a separate paragraph. Every paragraph should talk about a point, a topic. Let it have a subject topic that you are talking about. Avoid repetition. Maybe you are applying for a role, you are applying for a job. Then you should talk about what you, the role you are aspiring to fit in, and the things that make you qualified, things that make you qualified for that role. Then you should talk about yourself, present yourself, who you are, what you studied, and why you wish to work with the company that you are writing the letter to. Now, after, at the end of the body of the letter, whatever you are writing for, at the end, we will talk about the closure. Closure. It is very important. After writing your letter, after stating your purpose, the body of the letter, how do you conclude your letter? Official letter. You can say things in anticipation of your consideration, depending on the subject matter you talked about in your letter. If you are expecting a reply, you can say, I look forward to your favorable reply. So your closing paragraph should always excite the reader or the receiver of the letter. It should be polite. There should be polite use of words in your closing paragraph. Then after the closing paragraph, that is when you finish writing everything that you needed to say. Now, the complimentary close. The complimentary close is yours faithfully. Please don't write your beloved son or your favorable student. I know you are a brilliant student. Don't write a brilliant student. Please write yours faithfully. Now, some students write yours this way. Yours. 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 Now, these three may have the same pronunciation, right? But they don't have the same meanings. They don't mean the same thing. So please, there should be no apostrophe in your yours. Do not write your apostrophe before the X. Don't even write it after the X. No use of apostrophe at all. Please, we are not using apostrophe in complimentary clause. Please, yours, simply written this way. Yours faithfully. And the first letter of this yours is the only one in capital. This F here is in small letter. Please do not capitalize your F here. If you are writing yours sincerely, your S should be small letter as well. So after yours faithfully, you sign your signature. Your signature before your full names. Your full name. Yes, this is our former patience. Then Wachuku. Then your full name, your names before your surname. Your names before your surname. That is your first name, your other name. It could be just one name. You can write one name. That is your first name and your last name. It is acceptable. Then make use of your punctuation. Full stop should come after the name. Now, in this way, if you're writing it this way, your letter would be professional and also have the tone of authority in it because you're writing to an authority as well. So your letter shouldn't be informal. Now, avoid the use of contraction. Contraction, that means you're shortening words. That is, I am instead of I am. Don't say can't. Write what? Cannot. And instead of making use of the word want, I want to ask you. I want to plead with you. I want to please make use of wish. 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 I wish to. Even when you are offering, you are the one offering something that will be favorable to the receiver. Please make use of wish. I wish to apply for a job or an application. I wish to apply for the role of a teacher in the school. I wish to apply for the scholarship as advertised in the newspaper. I wish to, instead of I want to, please, then wish. Then make use of would instead of will. Would, it's more polite than will. So make use of would. Would. I would like, not I will like to. Okay? Will talks about strong will. It could be in position. But when you use would, it's more polite to use. So I am a former Chubu. I am teacher Concord, and I'm here to help you to achieve proficiency in the use of English language. Follow for more. Kindly like and comment. You can share this video to help other students struggling with letter writing out there. See you in class.